So here I am getting on this YouTube channel and trying to come and put together a video that is totally different from the videos that I usually put out, because as you all know that I am a realtor and I try to put out content, to beef up my channel as well as muster up some business. But I have gotten totally exhausted down through these. I think my channel is probably just about a couple of years old that I even learned about passive prospecting. So I decided to try to do this like everybody else, that I knew that was on YouTube, trying to get business, for their real estate business. So this has been absolutely exhausting for me because I'm the type of person that I'm usually behind the scenes, and it's kind of uncomfortable for me to be up in the front in the public, although sometimes I am, but a lot of times it's not speaking. So for me, this YouTube channel has been a challenge for me, but it also has challenged me, if that makes sense to anyone, because I'm the type of person that I don't like to quit. I'm not a quitter. So, but sometimes you get on these channels and you compare yourself to other people that's doing the same thing that you're doing, and it looks like, okay, what am I doing wrong? What am I saying something wrong? Do I not look a certain way? So then you try to compare yourself to everyone to try to, make your video like this, do the transitions like this, do your B-roll and pop-ups and all of this stuff, thumbnails and all of this good stuff that, YouTube stars all know all about. But I am an amateur. I started off as a hairdresser for 28 years and always wanting to become a realtor, but I never did because of fear. And for 28 years, I mean, being a hairstylist, that was pretty easy for me because it was just a natural gift. But becoming a realtor is something that I always wanted to do, but I didn't want to go back to school because I am not, even when I was in school, I did just enough to get by. I'm not that one that want to do all the research and all of that stuff. I just wanted to do what was easy, do something that I knew that I would make money in, and not so much because I'm lazy, just because of the fear of failure. You don't want to fail at something. So this YouTube world and all that it, comes into play with algorithms and thumbnails and tags and, what to title your YouTube video and all of this stuff that plays into making you great audio, etc., etc. It has just been intriguing to me, and for whatever reason, as much as I prefer to be, like I said, on the background, and for me, as much as I like to be on the in the background, I don't know why I have been intrigued with YouTubers, the content creators and all of that good stuff. And for me, it's not even so much of like becoming a millionaire or anything, but I felt like this would be a platform for me because a challenge that I have within myself is public speaking. I hate it in school, public speaking, anything that has to do with English reading, literature, anything like that. I didn't like to read back then, and which was another reason why I definitely didn't want to go to school and become a realtor, because I was like, I would never understand all of that stuff. And at this point in time in my life, I just, that voice in your head, you just thinking like you're not going to be able to do this, and to get out there and fail. Sometimes it's okay if you fail by yourself behind the scenes, but if you fail and other people know that you're gonna, do whatever it is, and then they're coming to you, so how is that going? And how is that going? And then you have to tell them, that's embarrassing. So some things that you do, you can't keep it a secret. And YouTube is one of those things that was another fear, but I started getting aggravated within myself about myself, because it's like everything that I want to do, I talk myself out of it because of my own fears, my own reservations. Sometimes the voices that are in, my own head not necessarily no one has said anything, but it's a lot, you all, to go and put yourself out there in public for people that do know you, and definitely for people that doesn't know you, because definitely the people that doesn't know you, they don't really care, about you, who you are, whatever your feelings or anything, they'll comment and say whatever. So you have to think about all of that stuff, because it's one thing that if you're in class and you're just doing a speech in class and you mess up and you don't say, that's maybe what, 15 to 25 people, but you're putting yourself out on YouTube, on, social media of any kind, 5 seconds versus 15 minutes, someone always, is going to have something to say, yay or nay. So I was like, you know what, I'm getting exhausted. Like, I uploaded my last video a few hours ago, and I edit for myself. So I've taught myself how to edit, and to the best of my ability. I'm not a professional at all, but editing takes a lot of time. And yes, I've talked to people and did some, research on editing, and it's like, okay, well, hire someone. And I did hire people at one point in time, and that's a lot of money. So it's like, okay, well, I'm at the point where I can't afford to do that. One of these days I will be able to hire a great team that I can just put some videos together and just, hand it over to them again. But I think a lot of this YouTube stuff is being authentic. And for me, I felt like that is something that I have not been in a long time. Like, I'll be 53 years old this year, and I'm even trying to learn who I am, so everything is scripted, poised. I mean, whether I'm in a drama, a skit, I'm playing a part, and I've been in things like that in my church, and just in life in general, with other different organizations and stuff like that. And even when it comes down to church, because that's pretty much the core of my life. Anything that I have done in church, whether it's mime dancing, and I was a director of a choir, it didn't force me to talk. So I started getting frustrated with myself, because that is something that I want to be, is that fear. I want to beat that fear that is within me, that you can't do that. You're not that smart. You don't talk like them. You don't have enough vocabulary to get out there to woo a crowd, to cause them to want to even, look at your channel. I mean, yeah, you're a realtor, but so is she, so is he, and those voices come in your head and make you feel like you're inadequate. And I just believe that everybody has something to say. There is not one person on this earth or in this world that can reach everybody. So I would just encourage anyone out there that's wanting to start a YouTube channel. It's not even about the monetization or anything like that. Sometimes for me, like I said, this is my verbal outlet. This is how I can practice speaking and talking, and to get in and to conquer fear. Because yes, it's only you in the room with yourself, when you're on YouTube. But it's a little bit difficult looking at this camera, making sure you don't look away, because you want to make sure that you engage, and all the things that goes on in your head. And it's something, I don't know if you all have ever even tried videotaping yourself, but you can just be talking all day. And as soon as you push play on that recorder, it's like blah, blah, blah. So a lot, you all. I had got to a point today, like after editing a video for 2 days, and then you do all of this and you do it repetitiously, because I'm learning that the consistency, in your channel. If you want to grow your channel, you need to just upload, just keep uploading. Audio is important, but you got to put something up there every day, stockpiling. And so you try to take a day where you just do all these videos, 10 or 20 videos, and you schedule them. But like I said, I'm doing all of that, recording myself as well as editing. And then, you have a couple of, likes, or, 20, 30 likes on your channel, on your video. And I think my channel is about, maybe about 2 years old, when I learned how to do a little bit of this from Levi Lassick, because he's a realtor out in Dallas. So I joined his mentorship program on the passive prospecting from YouTube to market for your leads for sellers and buyers. So I learned a lot from him, but again, I'm not Levi. So so you start this channel and you're working hard. I mean, like, to put these videos out there, you all, I don't know if you've ever done it, or you can even attest what, if you can even understand or relate to what I'm saying. You put these videos out there, you do the best that you can, so you feel, and you're looking at it and you're like, I'm so proud of this. And like I said, it sits there maybe for like a week or two before even one person views it. So it's kind of discouraging. But I have learned to just keep on trying, because one thing about it, whether I get the likes or not, I'm the type of person that I don't compete with others. So I think my biggest competition is myself, in my own mind. And sometimes, when I was younger, you do concern yourself about what other people think. But at this point in my life, I am more so of, setting goals for myself and making sure that I stick to those things and be true to myself and learn how to be authentic. So this is one of the reasons why I wanted to just put up this video. Just talk it up. No intro, no music, no, I don't even care, what the lighting, how my hair is looking or anything like that. I just wanted to kind of come on here and be myself, because a lot of times, a lot of my videos, and you all know about like Big View and teleprompt and things like that. You kind of get your scripts together and you're reading from the teleprompt, so you can make sure you say things right and you articulate right, and you are very well versed, and you sound very educated in what you're talking about. And it's exhausting for me. I just want to be able to be on here. I love what I do as being a realtor. And kind of going back to that, we're in North Carolina. And like I said, I was a hairstylist for 28 years. So when I got here, I did well doing hair back in 2015, but I didn't make the money that I felt like that I needed to make, and that I used to make, that I'm used to making. So I felt like it kind of pushed me into real estate, because it just wouldn't go away. So long story short with that, and that can be another video on how I really got started with real estate. I was actually, one of my clients came in and started talking to me about real estate, and they were asking me all these questions, because this actual client was a client of mine in another state. And I would talk to people down through the years, in 28 years of doing hair, as though I was a realtor. I would talk to them about houses. In Florida is where I'm from. I'm used to going to the Parade of Homes, is what we called it then. And, it's different, called different places. It's called different things in different areas. But I love everything real estate. Just didn't know anything about it. HGTV is my main show. That's just, I just wanted to show these homes. Have no understanding of really what goes on in the back end, but this is what I wanted to do. So I used to talk to my clients while I'm doing their hair, and I think I have convinced some of them so much that I knew what I was talking about. They would come to me and ask me real estate questions. So speed it up here. And now we're here in North Carolina, and that particular client, that was a client of mine in another area, started coming back to me when they PCS'd here. So she just came in one day and was asking about real estate, and she had just had her second baby, and she's in the military. So she was asking about real estate school. Do I know how much it is and all that? And I'm like, how in the world is she going to go to school? And she has a child, and then she just had a baby, and she's in the military. And what is wrong with me? I'm sitting up here, I'm fearful. My children are all grown, and it's just me and my husband. What in the world? So I found out some information, because I have a friend that's a realtor. So I, put her under the dryer, found out the information that I needed to find out for her, gave her the information. But that bell, that ding, 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 the light started going off in me. And I was like, man, I really feel bad that I am allowing fear to just hinder me in so many areas of my life. It's not just that, it's just anything. It's like sometimes, I don't know if you think you can dream or you can just be sitting alone, just meditating, and you can see yourself doing this or that. But when it comes down to showtime, you are like, where is she? Where did she go? It's like, wait. Heart start beating, anxiety, and I know when I quote the scriptures, God hasn't given me the spirit of fear and all of that stuff. But I think at one point in time, we do have to get to a point where not just verbally saying the word, but we have to step out on faith. We really have to do that in order for our faith to grow. Because if you just say it, and just say it over and over again, what is going to make you actually go do and try? So I was like, okay, because I'm not doing what I want to do or feeling like what I should make, definitely not even making half of what I'm usually making 24 years prior to that. I said, let me just try. So anyways, I went ahead and I got the information for myself as well, called this local school and got myself signed up. So that first day of school, you all, my husband took me to school like he's my boyfriend or something like that. So he took me to school and he left, and I walked in that class, and I think I was the oldest person in that class, and seeing all these young kids, and got my book, and it was about this thick, and I sat at the desk, and I remember opening up that book, and I started having a panic attack, an anxiety attack. I called my husband and I was like, come get me. I can't do this. He was like, nope. So there you have it. I am here. I'm a realtor. So as you all know, I stuck with it. Now, it took me 3 times before I actually got my license. I had to take the course 3 times. So one thing that I can say to people, if it's something that is in your heart to do and you desire to do, whatever it is, stick to it. It doesn't mean that it wasn't meant to be because you didn't pass the test or you didn't, achieve what you wanted to achieve that first time. You keep trying. Don't give up. Never give up. And then at one point in time, I think the more I failed, the more I learned. I don't know if that makes sense to you, because even as, you fail, you're failing forward. And then when you, whatever you did, like the test, the scores and stuff, whatever I didn't know, I learned from, okay, well, it wasn't that answer, it was this answer. So even in my failure, I was growing, I was learning. So that third time, I got it and I nailed it. And that was, I think, the beginning of me branching out into a place where, okay, anything is possible. I know we say things, we sound, we know how to articulate and sound so, deep at times and stuff. And a lot of times we don't even practice what we preach. We just say this stuff. But that was so big for me. A realtor, like, you all, I don't know if if you are a realtor, or if you know anybody that is a realtor, that test is a beast. That class is a beast. In this class, I said this thick, and I'm not playing. That book this thick, and the course was only 4 weeks. 4 weeks. I gained like 15 pounds throughout that time. My class was 4 hours or somewhere around there, 4 to 6 hours a day, 5 days a week. And, you had your homework and all this, but it was only 4 weeks, you all, to learn all that material. So I am so grateful to God that I did not quit. I did not stop. I kept and I pushed forward, and I'm here. So I am not, we're here in North Carolina. I have friends here and stuff, but this is not like my stomping ground. Of course, I'm getting my real estate license later on in my life. So I wish that I would have done it back in my 20s, because I'm like, man, I really could probably be retired now, have a couple of houses, have some passive income, whatever. It didn't happen that way. So I still believe that there's something for me in this career, and another thing that I have done before, you compare yourself, which is unwise. We should not compare ourselves to other people. Just Be the best you that you can be. Don't try to be better than anyone else. Be the best you that you can be. And this is why basically I'm stepping out, out of my comfort zone and putting this video together, non-scripted, non-rehearsed. I don't have a notepad here, anything for my points. I'm probably all over the place with this. I just want to get on and encourage you all to do it. Just whatever it is, do it. Don't let no one discourage you. And matter of fact, when you are thinking about something that you want to do and it's been in your heart to do for a while, I would advise you not to even tell a lot of people. You might have one or two good friends or maybe a family member or spouse that you know that you can trust. Other than that, don't put it out on social media. I'm thinking about being a basket weaver or, going and just telling people, because that's just going to get you're going to get more discouraging, because sometimes there's a lot of people out there that is not insecure. They're not like us, introverts, or maybe, want to, be in the back. There's a lot of people that like to be in the front. So they always got something to say. They always got something. They always have an opinion, whether you ask them or not. They're going to give it to you. So I'm saying all that to say, just be encouraged and do whatever it is. Don't do it for the likes, right? Don't put the picture up for the likes. Don't put the video up for the like. Just give yourself, set some goals for yourself, short-term goals and long-term goals, and just try to do those things and take it one day at a time and be consistent. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm not a millionaire. I have not made 1 cent on YouTube, but I'm challenging myself. I'm competing against me and me only, and that is my only competition at this point. And prayerfully, one day it will pay off. I love what I do as real estate. I am not the top realtor, but I'm not the bottom either. So I have tried a lot of stuff down through the years, a lot of platforms, CRMs, did this and did that, was right for other people, but what's right for other people might not be right for you. So you do the best that you can do. Don't worry about your title. Don't worry about the algorithm. Don't worry about none of that stuff. Just get out and tell your story, because I feel like there is somebody that's waiting to hear your story. Like I said earlier, there's not one person on this earth that can touch everybody. So everyone has something to say, and there might not be a million of people that might watch you, but there is enough that will watch you that needs to hear what you have to say. So I just wanted to jump on real quick to just do this for myself. I even feel myself breathing fast, but I've calmed down a little bit, because like I said, I'm so, you be so poised and you do things a certain way and you have your script. And sometimes, when that green light gets on, it's like, I don't know what to say. So I'm trying to come out and be my authentic self, be me. This channel is all about real estate, but you all, right at this point now, I have 2 dogs. They might be on it with me because I love my dogs. I love where I live. So it might not be the way that other people do it, but I'm gonna start letting you all in my life in a little bit, more, and being authentic, not being so scripted, and just being me. Introducing you to what I do and where, my days sometimes, because I am trying to do that to get over this fear. And the only way that I can get over this fear is by conquering it. I can't keep running from it. I can't keep hiding from it. I can't keep hiding behind the script to make sure I do everything right and I'm sitting up straight and my sound, and all that stuff. It's a lot, you all. So I am ready to be me. There is too much of life out there that I feel like I'm, missing out on because of fear, and because of the thought of the competition. And people can be cruel, let me tell you that, because even with me starting this channel, you have people commenting, more so better, good, or emailing me than not. I've had a few that, they'll talk about your speech. They'll talk about how many times you said, or, what I'm saying, or, whatever it is. They have nothing else to do. They're doing this 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, Lord, You know, I just say a little prayer for them. But please, if you are in my shoes in that situation, please don't let that discourage you. These people don't know you from Adam, and you don't even know who they are. You don't even have to comment, because I don't. At first, when I got some of the comments, and like I said, more, and it's amazing how you can get 1,000 good comments and then 1 or 2 come in and that throws you totally off. No, don't let that throw you off, and don't even entertain them. Don't like it, don't love it, don't even delete it. You don't even have to, address it, because there's something lacking in that person for them to be that cruel to somebody that they don't know. And obviously you're doing something that they're not doing, because they're watching you, you're not watching them. So you just have to keep that stuff in mind, and then put everything in the right perspective. And there's some things you just don't even render your energy to. So again, for all of you all that don't know me, my name is Michelle Capers, and like I said, my channel is pretty much all about real estate and living in Fayetteville, North Carolina. But I'm gonna start doing something a little bit different here. Don't know how it's gonna work, but I'm ready to just be me. So I will see you all in the next video.